Scorpio placements. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's do a reading. If you want a private reading, the link to that is in the description box. Let's see. Ugh. Someone here doesn't know what to do about you, and they are burying themselves in work, other things that don't require emotional investment. Like this person is doing anything and everything that does not require any emotions. They're trying to ignore, I want to say, their feelings for you, or they're trying to ignore your existence altogether, because remembering you, the mere remembrance of you triggers them into feeling. And there is a burden here, so I don't know what happened between the two of you that they feel a burden. It could be an ex, or it could be a situation where a person has feelings for you, but they're not really hopeful about the situation, so they're trying to distract themselves from thinking about you. Like, because it's almost like this person feels like their hands are tied in regard to you. So they're focusing their energy, they're putting that energy towards work and whatever situation that doesn't require emotions. Because feeling anything makes them remember you. And they don't want to remember you. They don't want to think about you. They don't want to feel. So they bury themselves. I mean, here's the thing. They seem to be doing financially well because they're putting in the extra work. So it's having like a positive effect, you know? It's like, you know, sometimes when people are going through something, they bury themselves in work because it makes them feel like, you know, I'm not gonna think about that, right? That's what they're doing. Especially if it's an emotional matter. Wow. 10 of Cups in reverse. They don't want to feel shit. They have feelings for you. They love you. But at the same time, it's almost like this person is trying to be realistic about their feelings for you. So they clearly see an obstacle that they think that this obstacle is never going to be removed, or this obstacle is never going to be dissolved. So they're trying to push you out of their system, but you know, like, I don't feel like they can. Because, like, for how long can you ignore a situation that you feel strongly about? Like, trying to push 10 of Cups and make it into the reverse, trying to push all these emotions out of your system. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Not for long. Like, so they have like a temporary solution for a long-term problem. It's like, I can't figure this situation out, so I'm gonna temporarily distract myself from feeling anything. Hopefully that will do the trick. Well, I see it's not gonna work. You know, I'm sensing that this person is stubborn, so I would not be surprised if they will be stubborn about this temporary distraction being long-term. Do you know what I mean? So they could decide, you know, that, okay, you know, me distracting myself with work is gonna work. I mean, it makes me not think about Scorpio, right? So I'm gonna do that for years. So they could extend this temporary distraction throughout the years until they feel like they can push you out of their system. But here's the catch. They will not be able to push you out of their system. So let's say this person, after 5 years, 10 years, you know, they get in relationships or they continue to distract themselves with work and with relationships that they don't require emotions for. Because some people will get in relationships that have like mutual benefits and that's all there is to it, right? They will still not be able to push you out of their system. Meaning that getting rid of you is mission impossible. They will not be able to do it. And even if they decide to get in a relationship, it's not going to be based on feelings. It's on mutual respect, perhaps, mutual values, maybe, mutual, benefits. You give me this, I give you that. But it's not going to be based on love, that's for sure. And they will deliberately choose people or choose someone that they will not have an emotional connection to. Because if they were to try to be in an emotional connection, you come out. Your head comes out. It's like, hey, remember me? So they are trying to close their heart chakra for good. They're trying to close their feelings and emotions for good. They don't want to feel anything because the moment they open that heart chakra, you pop your head out. Hi. Like the commitment to getting rid of you is kind of like impressive. Like imagine 10 years pass, 20 years pass, and this person is still not using their heart and it's rusty as fuck as well. But they are still committed to not go there because if they did, then you will come out. It's so interesting because this concept is reminding me of something that I've seen on Vampire Diaries. If you've seen it, you will know exactly what I'm talking about, but let me try to explain it. You know, when in Vampire Diaries, they will switch their feelings off and they will not feel anything for what they do, because when you switch your feelings off, you also do stupid shit you don't feel guilty for. You don't feel shame. You don't feel any emotions, the bad and the good. And the bad is also important as the good. So, but when you switch on your feelings back on, everything starts to rush in from everything you've done. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? This is what this is reminding me of. So the longer this person stays out of feeling, the harder it will be for them to open their heart again. And you see people talk about this all the time, where they are like, I've switched off my heart and switched on my mind, but now I have trouble switching off my heart, switching on my heart. Like people talk about having this problem, right? So that's what we have here. Like this is someone that is so fucking committed to getting you out of their system that they are willing to sacrifice their heart, because their heart, you reside in their heart space. So them trying to operate in their heart space will also mean they have to deal with you in it. And they don't want to deal with that. So they're just going to use their brain and not their heart. And I'm telling you, they're going to do it for years. Dude, this person, they're going to have a lot of regret that they will not feel because they've switched off their feelings, right? But it's going to hit them when they're too old. You know, when people reach their deathbed and they will have so many regrets, or they will have like a list of confessions about what they did or didn't do. I feel like that's where this person is going. What a shame. Now, obviously, This type of weird commitment to pushing you out of their system tells me that they love you a lot. That they have some serious feelings for you. Now, having this amount of feelings and also being stubborn and trying to control what happens in their life. I mean, I don't even know why they're pushing you out that much, but it kind of feels like this person is seeing the connection as a lost cause. So it's not going to work, or it's impossible to pursue, or whatever else. But I feel like because that is so fucking strong, the feelings for you, I would not be surprised, Scorpio, I was going to say Cancer, that you could have Cancer. I would not be surprised if they come back in your next life, looking for that fucking love they never gave a chance, or the love that they tried to kill. Which they are not successful in doing, but because they are ignoring their heart, and their heart chakra is closed as fuck, they will be able to live life without you, of course. Emotionless, living life emotionless. But I would not be surprised once they die and you die. I would not be surprised if you try again in another life. Or at least they will look for you in your next life. Fucking hell. So dramatic. It's like, is it really that serious, dude? Like, is the obstacle that fucking serious between the two of you? Oh, there could be third party. Okay. So there could be another person in the mix here. That is also the obstacle, or that is part of the obstacle, or that is in the way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I kind of get where this person is coming from. I kind of get it. I get it. Like, it's kind of like, I have so much feelings for you, or like my feelings for you are so freaking strong that this confusion, this being in this confusion state, and the drama that comes with that is so exhausting and overwhelming that I'm willing to sacrifice my love for you so that I am able to live. So it's survival, which I can understand. Sometimes people feel like the last resort, if they can't get out of a confusing state, they will just do whatever they can in order to survive. And that's what we have here. Now, that doesn't mean that this confusion that they are in or were in is actually impossible to get out of, but they felt that it's impossible to get out of. It's how they felt about the situation, which is valid, right? Because you are allowed to feel whatever you are feeling. So because they thought it is an impossible situation to get out of, this confusing state, so whatever this third party is to this person or to you, it's a huge obstacle that they saw as impossible, which created a lot of confusion because they have strong feelings for you, but also this obstacle is in the way, and they are back and forth. And it creates a burden, it creates an overwhelm, and sometimes you don't want to solve anything because your emotions are exhausted. And so you choose to just give in. You quit. You say, okay, I quit. I'm out. That's why. They're tired, Scorpio. They are tired. That's why this person is making like a life commitment to not even go in their heart space anymore. Like, I'm tired. I don't want to be in this emotionally confused state. I'm just gonna ignore my feelings. I'm gonna only do things that don't require feelings and just live like that more peacefully, perhaps. More, maybe not so authentically, but more peacefully, than to be confused and back and forth emotionally. And it's like exhausting. It is exhausting. Now I understand why this person is being this dramatic. It's understandable. It's understandable. It's like emotionally taxing. Damn, okay. Alright, well, that was your first message. I'm gonna pull you another message. Oh, oh, oh. The second message is for Scorpio extended members, but I'll give you a preview before we take it there, okay? Let's see. Second message. You have someone here that is studying you. They see you as a challenge. They could be younger than you, or if they're not younger than you, it feels like they are not doing as well as you, I want to say. Because if you were to put like scales to it, you appear bigger than this person and they are smaller. So the reason why this person is studying you is because they're trying to gain access to you. Now, I'm going to say this right away. Do not trust this person, but maybe you don't even need me to tell you this because you're a fucking Scorpio. The default is not trusting anybody, right? So, I do see this person coming towards you with an agenda. They're definitely not coming to you with, this is me, I'm being real with you. They're not going to be real with you. And the reason why they're not going to be real with you is because they see you as someone that is doing better than them. Whether this is like better in life, or maybe you are physically more attractive than this person. You know, it doesn't have to be like better than them in life. But whatever that you're doing, or maybe you are more mature, more advanced in life than them, they see it as like, okay, I'm reaching for the stars. So for me to be able to grab a star is to give the illusion that I'm tall enough and big enough to reach for the stars. They're going to lie to you about who they are. Because if they were to tell you who they are, you might not be interested. I mean, you could be, but that's what they think, okay? They think that you will not be interested because you're clearly doing better than me, right? So they're going to lie about who they are, what they do, whatever they consider themselves as not doing very well as you. You know, this person thinks that they are smart, okay? And you might even entertain it for the sake of just seeing where those lies goes, or where those lies go, right? But I mean, here's the thing. If you want to take it as a compliment, because this person definitely sees you as better than them, right? So you could see it as a compliment. It's like, okay, even though I don't really see them as, like, you could be saying, I don't really see them as doing worse than me, or like, I don't see myself doing better than them. They're doing well for themselves. Like, you could think that, but they don't think that. And because that insecurity of you're doing better than me, they think that they have to lie in order to give you the impression that they are on your level. Let's see where this goes in the extended. The extended link is in the description box. I'll see you there.